Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First time we get to see the 49ers offense behind their quarterback. Now in his 7th season as a pro from Eastern Illinois, it's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And there he is, the man known as Jimmy G, Jimmy Garoppolo, who I thought had a really nice year in 2019. So close to culminating with a Super Bowl title. Accurate with the football, completed nearly 70% of his passes, which was 4th best in the NFL. Nearly 4,000 yards through the air with a team that runs the ball with great efficiency. 27 touchdowns, but in the Super Bowl, didn't quite make the plays they needed down the stretch. But remember, some big wins last year. At New Orleans, at Seattle in Week 17, 2 playoff wins. He's continuing to develop as one of the better ascending players in the league.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And that is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot. It got his man. Complete. 30. That 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Well, the 49ers heading out. The defending NFC champs coming off back-to-back road wins weeks 2 and 3, both at MetLife Stadium, both convincing victories as well. 31-13 they beat the Jets, and then 36-9 they take care of the Giants. Focusing on the positives, anytime you outscore teams 67-22, no matter who the opponent's CD, that's good. You're doing something right. but all the injuries have piled up, although Nick Mullins coming in for Jimmy Garoppolo looked pretty good, didn't he?
He certainly did. 25 of 36, 343 yards and a touchdown. He's played well in the limited opportunities that he's had as a 49er. I wonder, partner, if he's going to be one of those quarterbacks that someone's going to say, you know something? He could be a starter for me, because they've seen him actually do it on the field as opposed to maybe drafting someone. But all these injured players that they've had, I mean, they return home with an injury list. You need a couple of pencils to fully write out. They want to get to the point.
And now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. A short kick taken at the 18. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He turns and gives to Coleman. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Tevin Coleman, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And that one makes it 14-7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20,
1 play at a time.
10,
Here we go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 96 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. Now increase here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up
From the 38, Garoppolo. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's got Sanu. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Philadelphia.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Elliott on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
28, 49ers 7.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position, a couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and help.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz, and the Eagles add 6 to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort, so maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pettis now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe you go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, San Francisco, the pickup, 14 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there. It's 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. 3rd down here. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Deshaun Jackson getting set to go again on offense. was a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, Charles, let's step aside, different topic here for a second. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend earlier in this first month of the 2020 season. Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers passed away at 77. And Sayers, the youngest man ever inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, was just 34 years of age when he got that honor back in 1977.
And a big reason why? He had to retire early. He only played 7 years in the NFL. But what a run before injuries really cut his career short. In fact, he played the equivalent of 4 full seasons out of those 7 that he played because of injuries. But he was first-team All-Pro 5 times, led the league in rushing twice, and still holds the record for kickoff return average this many years after he retired. Commissioner Roger Goodell called him one of the finest men in NFL history, and I can tell you this, partner.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this offense is running away with this one.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pettis now on the return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play them? Now Garoppolo lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5. At the 49ers' 13-yard line.
A final shot before half for Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown.
Alshon Jeffrey. as time expires in the first half. And this offense continues to pour it on. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute, but first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Sam Darnold, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. 28-24, the final score. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. His 5 touchdown passes have him on a record pace.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, the nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone...
That's caught inside the 20. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Pettis now on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but now it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shakes up. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Pettis now on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Pettis on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They will run again with Coleman. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And this returnable for Rager. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
By Colon Alexander.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Another run here with Sanders. Fighting him off. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, and this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Complete.
Deshaun Jackson, 27 yards, and the Eagles are pouring it on. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Elliott good on the extra point.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, the preparation pays off as they pick up their first win on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.